Hey, comic book community, Longbox Love Affair here. I have a comic book unboxing. Bought some things on eBay, bought some things on Facebook through a local comic store that had some auctions. So I think I found some good deals. I found a rare book that I'm excited to show today. Actually, probably two, depends on what you consider rare. The one's a sketch, and one is a newsstand edition that is a super hard one to find that I got at a great deal. And then some other key comics in this lot, mostly modern, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I've now forgotten what is in many of these boxes. So I'm going to start off with the big one first, the first two big ones, and then I'm going to go down. Okay, so this was a box within a box, so it took a little bit to get out, so I spared you some of that footage. We're going to save some of the bubble wrap, reuse that for things I sell. This is from an eBay seller that actually has a shop that I went to. I've been to a couple times down in the Myrtle Beach area in Conway, Power Comics. So I didn't realize that when I purchased this, and was happy to kind of give back to the shop. Okay. Avengers Children's Crusade #1. This is the retailer incentive variant. And I go IE because there is, you might not be able to see it, there's like a flake of plastic right there that wasn't evident in the video. It's not damage to the book. It looks like CGC's Air. They have like a random plastic piece in the casing. So I don't know what to do about that. If you have any thoughts, let me know. But I mean, it's not the seller's fault, although they probably should have said that there was something floating in the book. But this is a super cool cover. Is this Jim Chung? I believe so. Yeah, Jim Chung cover. I love the partial coloring to it. I have a couple variant covers to these Young Avengers books, or Children's Crusade books. So this is another one. I got a great deal on it. They listed it at the wall for $2.95. I paid around $2.25 for it. I think they gave me an offer, and I thought that was a good price for something that is super hard to find. And I think that these books are on the cusp of taking off, possibly. Next up is the big box. So let's check out this. And I'm hoping, as I talk, I'm talking about the right book. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm not remembering exactly. But there is an artist that I am a huge fan of. And anyone who watches my videos knows that I like to commission artists to do sketches at conventions and on blank comic covers and get those slabbed and just have that piece of original art. I'm a big art guy. So this is interesting. So it's packaged like this. That's fine. Whatever. So this is a Chris Bachalo sketch cover. He doesn't do many of these. And in fact, I have a Batman one that I bought off eBay. Super cheap. I don't think people are looking for them. And he doesn't typically do sketch covers. Usually at cons, he has a lottery, and you put your name in for the lottery, and if your name is drawn, he'll do a sketch for you, not a sketch cover. And it's on a blank piece of paper. It's on an artist piece of paper, not on a comic book sketch cover. So the fact that I was able to get a sketch cover of his, I thought was super cool. It's it's classic Bachalo style. I got a chance to meet him at Baltimore Comic Con recently, and gosh, it's taken forever, right? And super cool guy, very chill. Was able to chat with him a bit. So yeah, here it is. This is the sketch cover. Oh, it's so cool. We got Deadpool. We got some crazy arms. His stuff is so frenetic. So you either love it or you hate it. But I'm a big fan. Got Deadpool in there. I wish Deadpool was a little bit more distinguishable. I bought this, I thought, for pretty cheap. Maybe about gosh, what did I pay? Like $400 for a sketch, which when he draws your name and does the commissions at the cons, it's much more, I think. He's got like lines all over this sketch where he must have tested out where he wanted to draw, and then he probably erased them. So really cool, really crazy cover. But this is classic Chris Bachalo. Anyone who read Generation X, he was a big artist on that when that initiated. He did X-Men Unlimited #1, I think, with Selena Blaze. That's a throwback from the '90s. So, and then a lot of great, X-Men work, Spider-Man nonstop, some covers there. I think he did the interiors too. But again, crazy stuff. 9.8, that's great, but I don't buy the sketch covers for the grade. I buy them for the art. So this is a nice addition to my collection. The other one I have of him is a very basic Batman. He did a Batman that I bought off of eBay. But like I said, I've never been able to commission him directly. So this was the next best thing, going to the internet. Next up is this comic from Jim P. Comics on Instagram. So check him out. He doesn't always sell comics, but I do follow his Instagram page. He does a lot of shopping around on the East Coast, and he does what I think are spotlights of comic book stores, which I think is super cool, and gives you ideas if you are traveling of where you might want to go. So he packaged this severely. Great. Lots of coverings, or I should say, lots of support. So I'll definitely keep those. I got a freebie in here, so that's cool. Oh, Z-Lot. I didn't even know Z-Lot had a series. So he sent me a Z-Lot #1, Z-Lot, from Wildcats. So that's cool. I'll check that out. Thanks, Jim. And then the other book, the main book, was this. So New Teen Titans #2. This is a welcome back after many year hiatus. I've had this book twice. I bought it off of Midtown years ago. Really minty. It's one that I should have graded. I ended up selling it before anything took off with this book. This is a very minty cover, if I remember correctly. He, thank God for the top loader. Very nice of him to do that. Really, so this is the first appearance of Deathstroke. Classic George Perez. I love the yellow. I'm glad to welcome this back into the collection. I have been picking up some of the DC keys. I'm not being a completionist anymore with some of that stuff. I don't have the space. But to pick up some of these keys and keep them in the collection is awesome. So I was super happy to see this. He posted this on Instagram. And then he has an eBay page. So he said he was driving traffic to eBay, as I do sometimes. So I went and checked it out, and I snagged it. So he gave me a really good deal on this. I can't remember exactly what I paid, but I feel like it was above fair. It was a very fair price, so I appreciate that. And for me, spine is big, and the spine is tight. It's round. There's no bleed over from the other back cover. It's just really situated really nicely. So thanks, Jim. So the next 3 books are from a local-ish comic book store that has a Facebook page. Now, a word to the wise about these online Facebook auctions. This store has a huge following. It's Third Eye Comics in Annapolis, Maryland. Huge store, great store. I love it. It is interesting what people will bid on a comic book, and they get bidding fever. So I posted on Instagram not long ago that an X-Men 1 Direct Edition, the Magneto cover, Jim Lee, from the 90s. So mass produced to the maximum. Not even the newsstand, which is a rarity, but the X-Men 1 Direct, someone bid that up to like 50 some odd dollars. And I was like, that book, like look on eBay, you can get that book somewhere else for so much cheaper. I don't know why it was bid up that high. So, it is what it is. I didn't buy it. I wasn't bidding on it. But I saw it. I was like, that is ridiculous. But every once in a while, you can find a deal. So you just have to be vigilant. And, they always package really nicely. They put a little card in there. And they say who packaged it, which is really nice. So I guess it's know who to blame. So let me dive into the next 3 packages from them and see what I got. All right, this first book is actually part of the Tiny Onion exclusive that I've joined as a member, and you get 6 foil covers. So the foil cover of this month is Wind, the new series, #1. This is James Tynion's, Nick Robel's variant cover, but Wind is James Tynion's baby. And I think he must be based in the Maryland, Baltimore area because he has a deep partnership with Third Eye, and they send out all his stuff. So I love some of the foil ones. I'm not a huge collector of Wind. I've actually never read it. I probably will be selling this one. It came really nice. Some of them end up with dings because it is a foil cover, but this one turned out nice. I'm not a huge fan of this particular cover in foil. If you've seen some of my other unboxings with the Something That's Killing the Children 21 or the Sandman Nightmare Country #1 Tiny Onion variants, those are much cooler in my opinion. But for any collector of Wind, this is a must. The other book to come my way from that same store is Thor God of Thunder #2. I won this on an online auction that they had, and I paid about $55 for this plus shipping, which I think is just slightly below market rate. And I had the set of these except for #2. I decided to sell all of them, for most of them, I should say. I kept some because I enjoyed the storylines. And I bought this purely because I did enjoy Thor Love and Thunder. I do enjoy gore. Do I think they're going to bring gore back in the MCU? No. But I do think this is a key comic. It's a moment in Thor history. And for the right price, I wanted to pick it up. So I wasn't going to spend $150 like I saw at that recent convention not long ago. And actually, I did a video where you can see the a seller that's trying to sell this for $150. And I just think that's way out of touch. So for $55, I thought that was more appropriate. Again, this is collecting what you like. This is not always investments. And some of those critics out there watching this video might be like, oh, it's so cold key, don't buy it. I bought it because I want it. So that's, there's no argument there. I wanted it. They had a good price on it. I wasn't going to go higher than 55, and I won it. The only also thing with these auctions, you just see one picture. You don't know the condition. I trust that they will point out any major flaws. This book looks minty, maybe one spine tick. So I'm happy. This last book is one I am really excited about, and I feel like it was a little bit of a stealth purchase because people don't know what to look for when they're looking for rare newsstand comics. Not everybody does. And again, I didn't know the condition. I just saw the book, and the book is decent. It's probably a VF. It does have some spine ticks. It was not really visible from the photo, but that's okay because I own this now, and it is a newsstand. It is Amazing Spider-Man 546, Brand New Day. Now, how did I know that this was a newsstand? And here is the tip, people. Look at the barcode. The barcode is different than the other one, and it says abbreviated Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's not even Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the comic. It's amazing. So it's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and on the direct edition, it says direct edition. So the barcode is different. So that's a little piece to see what is different. So I paid about $20 for this, which I've seen people try to sell this for $80, $100, $150. If you look on eBay right now, you see a span of prices. It is a hard book to find. I think this is, if not the first appearance of Mr. Negative, it is an early appearance. It's sort of the renewal of Spider-Man, and especially after, after Joe Quesada dissolved the marriage of Mary Jane and Peter Parker. But super excited to have this book in my collection. I'm a big Spider-Man collector. To have the newsstand, awesome. I wasn't actively hunting for this, but as soon as I saw this book up there, I was like, I think that's the newsstand. Let me do a little research. And then I bid the next day and won. So for like $20, $22, pick this up. And I think that was a great deal. Probably a pretty decent stealth buy in the grand scheme of things. I'm not sure if other bidders knew that was the case. So you never know what you'll find. It just proves that it's best to be understanding what you're looking for. So thanks for watching this multi-phase unboxing of six boxes of comic books. I've had these piled up, so I need to get them out of the house, the boxes, that is. And yeah, so stay tuned for more videos, more unboxings, more comic hauls. I have a closet full of books that I need to film in terms of a massive haul of variety of conventions and things that I've been to that I just haven't filmed. So stay tuned. If you like this content, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Try to keep the channel positive, so appreciate all of that, all that positivity thrown right back. And I'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.